This is my 2013 Nissan Leaf, and today I'm going to do a range test. So this is the facelift version. Sadly it's the Tecna, so I have these 17-inch wheels. These are actually the original tires on it. They still have good tread because we cheat a little here in Norway. We use winter tires in winter. So the car has done 90,000 kilometers, and let's see, hope you can see here, it has state of health of 84.22 now. I just picked it up from the charger, drove about 700-800 meters to here, so we have 96.3% state of charge now. It was 97.1 or so, and that's maximum. And let's see, fire it up. Yeah, 18.3 kilowatt hours remaining, and yeah, that may be fairly correct. So we are starting off here, 10 degrees. It's a bit overcast or cloudy, I guess you say, but the forecast doesn't say any rain, so I hope it will keep it like this. So that will be somewhat normal summer day here in Norway. Yeah, I have 84% state of health. As you can see, I have lost one of the bars there. We are starting off with 99%, so we'll reset everything as we leave. My plan is to do 80 kilometers per hour, as steady as possible. I have a loop here going about 27 kilometers one way, turn around, go back, and hopefully I get to do that trip twice plus a little extra afterwards. We'll see. Estimate 120, maybe 130 kilometers. We'll see. NEDC range of this car was 199 kilometers, but you would have to do a lot slower speeds, and of course a brand new car to get that. So I will update every 10% decrease, so we'll see how this goes. Reset everything here. Then we have this average consumption. I really don't trust that in this car, but I'll update you on that anyway, so we'll see. Off we go! Okay, we just hit 90%, so the first 10% is gone. So far it's looking like 120 kilometers is far away. I have some traffic ahead and I do not want to cheat on this run, so I'm staying far behind. 87 kilometers per hour is 80 GPS speed in this, so I'm trying to stick to that. I will not pass that. So 80 GPS is maximum, and I will try to keep at that point. I'm cheating a little bit though. I don't use any heat or air conditioning. This is of course a short range car, so I'm pretty used to driving without any heat or AC, especially in these conditions. It's beautiful. Alright, we'll press on. Yeah, so we are just about to hit 80% state of charge, and now it's looking a lot better. Cruising along at 80 GPS speed, and HVAC is still off. There, just hit 80, and yeah, actually kilometers now. Seems good. Have a little view of the stats so far. 72 average, okay. And the average consumption, which I really don't trust, 14.6. Okay, we are soon at my turnaround point, so I'll go back and see how it goes. So we just hit 70% and it's looking pretty good so far. Still cruising at 80 thereabouts. Average speed a little bit down because we hit some traffic at the turnaround point. It's a pretty big roundabout. Let me see. Okay. And 14.8. So we just hit 60%, actually in the same tunnel as we hit 90% going the other way. Cruising at about 80, decent traffic now, not really any problem. 74 kilometers per hour average. And 14.5. We are at, let's see, 4 or 5 kilometers or so from the start point, and we'll see if I manage another full cycle. Of course, I don't want to run out, but I expect to get 2 full cycles, and we'll see. I don't have any plans on driving fully empty, but down to 5%, maybe 10, we'll see how it goes. So it looks like we will report once again from the same tunnel, 3rd time. Let's see, you should hit 50% any moment now. There we go, 50% at 60.5 kilometers, so that should make it to 120 if I dare to run it all the way down, and if the percentage are linear, of course. 74.0 average speed. Distance is a little bit off because I reset the lower one as I took it off a charge and then drove a little bit before I reset everything else. And 14.3. So yet another tunnel report. We just hit 40% at 71.23 kilometers or so. 74.8 kilometer per hour average speed so far, and 14.5 average. So my turnaround point is just around the corner. You probably can see the sign for roundabout. I have no worries now. 33% left, and it's 28 kilometers or so about back to my start point and the safety of a charger. Alright, we just hit 30%. Going a little bit slower now because of some traffic ahead, but we'll do the stats. 75 average, that's good. And 14.2. Now I have 5.7 kilowatt hours remaining according to Leaf Spy, and I know that around 0.3 kilowatt hours remaining, the car is dead. Kind of problem now. I will reach my start point at a little bit high state of charge. I may have to do an extra loop. We'll see when I get closer. I have the option of doing a 10 kilometer extra loop. We'll see if I manage to add on that. So we are about about to hit 20% in one of the inclines on this road. It's fairly flat all the way, but a few inclines like this, I guess it's hard to show on camera how steep or shallow it is, but anyway, yeah, battery level low, it's okay, it's okay. So the stats, 75.5 climbing, I'm maintaining good speed, and 10 hours to fully charge on a Shuko, woo! And 14.5 average so far. 3.7 kilowatt hours remaining. It says there 36,100 and something watt hours used. Don't pay attention to that, I did not reset that. So we are about 1.5 kilometers away from my start point and safety of the chargers. And I've got 12%, so do I cut it short or extrapolate or do the extra 10 kilometers? Still haven't decided actually, and my turnaround point is just over here, or start point, sorry. Yeah, I think at this point I'll bail out. I'll be happy with this. I'll park with 10% and extrapolate the rest. So we are back at my start point. As I said, I bailed out with 12% actually. Should be no problem to go that extra loop of 10 kilometers, but I have to go home, use the car later on, so I'll put it on the charge and be happy with this result. So fire it up once again. Battery level low, of course, 12% as I mentioned, 108.2 kilometers driven, 75 kilometers per hour average, and 14.2 average consumption. So we'll throw up the calculator here. Let me see, 1.2 kilometers divided by, let me see, I've used 88 times 100. Alright, so 123 kilometers if you extrapolate that way. Other way around, 2.3 kilowatt hours remaining in the battery, and I know 2 of those is usable, so if we calculate by the average consumption here, which I do not trust, we should have 2 kilowatt hours usable, so let's see, that's 2000 watt hours divided by 142, which would give us 14 kilometers, and add that onto the 108.2, which actually gives us about exactly the same results. So how is my old Leaf holding up? Good, I guess. I don't have anything to compare it to. This is the first range test I've ever done with the car. I've done multiple other tests, but nothing like this. I've said for the longest time that the range during summer here is about 120, 130. So 84% state of health. It had about 100 when I got it 6 years and 84,000 kilometers ago. It seems like I get about 10% less range now than I did just when I bought it, and yeah, I think that's about right. So you can expect 120 kilometers in these conditions, 11 degrees, and sky has cleared up. It was dry all the way. For me, very usable car. Issues I've had, I had one spring broken on it. and that's about it. I've filled up washer fluid and changed the coolant once and changed a set of winter tires. Brakes are still original, they still have good life left in them, so really there's nothing to do with this car. I'm gonna follow up with another test where I actually drive the same stretch bet on the old road. I will keep the maximum 60 kilometers per hour. We have some places with 40-50 zones, so I have to lower my speed then. When the car was new, I estimate about 160, maybe 170 kilometers driving in those speeds, so that will give me a little bit more comparison. So thank you guys for watching, and maybe we'll see each other later.